Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
So, welcome everyone to an adaptive seated yoga practice. Thank you for joining me today. And so I thought, since it's so lovely on the Sunshine Coast, that I would give Teaching Outdoors a go. It's actually the way I started when I was first invited to teach for ConnecTra. And I am of the mind, anytime we can connect with Mother Nature, it can be an amazingly wonderful healing experience. So here I is. And so as always, I'd like to invite you to begin your yoga practice by finding a comfortable seated position. Sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. It is challenging for our nervous system to calm down if we're uncomfortable in our body. And then when you're ready, an invitation to bring your hands together in prayer pose, if this is easy for you. If this placement of your hands creates any imbalance, choose another placement for your hands. We never forfeit balance to come into a pose or movement. Lift your heart to your hands, bow your head to your heart. And an invitation to take a moment to allow yourself to consciously enter into the present. Remember your intention for your practice. Maybe setting your intention with one word, and we will revisit it at the end of the practice. Release your arms down by your side. Turn your palms face up, and then wiggly fidget. Shake your hands vigorously. If anything I share with you today feels uncomfortable, if it doesn't feel right, skip it. Come back to your breathing. So if we're focused on our breath, we are practicing yoga. So let's ground through our feet. Center and ground through the soles of your feet. We want to keep our connection with Mother Nature. We tend to start losing that. Root down through your sits bones. Maybe noticing where your bum and your thighs are in contact with your seat. Energy moving in two directions, lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. You might imagine you have a thread on top of your head and it's pulling you to the sky. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And from here, we'll transition into mindful movement. So not mindful, however mindful. When you're ready, reach your arm up to the sky. And then slowly float your arm down. So gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. So only reaching up as high as feels comfortable for you. And slowly float your arm down. Let's explore adding a gentle breath to the movement. On inhale, reaching your arm up, full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down, the full length of your exhale. It's as if on our inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. And we'll begin the movement on the other side. As you're ready, reach your arm up to the sky. And slowly float your arm down. Gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Let's add a gentle breath to the movement, reaching up, full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down the full length of your exhale. It's as if on your inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. And this time, let's reach both arms up to the sky. Take a look between your palms if it doesn't create tension in your neck, and then return your gaze on the horizon. Fold your fingers in, press into the palms of your hands. There's a sensitive point in the palms of our hands, or maybe it feels comfortable to place your hands on the back of your head. And so today I'm going to put my hands on the back of my head, and together we can shout out, I am. I can, and I will. And with a sigh of relief, release your arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down just a few times. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm face up or palm face down as desired. Take a moment to notice which feels better for you, resting your palms face up, or does it feel better to rest your palms face down? If you are feeling restless, scattered, explore resting your palms face down. This can encourage a grounding sensation. If you're feeling tired, rest your hands, palms face up, open to receive. And then when you're ready, begin to turn your gaze downward. So looking down towards the earth. Or maybe closing your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you. And so allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Relax your jaw, unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows and wide forehead. Relax your shoulders. Relax your elbows. Relax your wrists and your hands. Soft palms. Let your fingers land where they may. Allow your throat to soften and release. Relax your upper back. Relax your mid back. Relax your lower back and your legs. And then an invitation to bring a gentle awareness to your breath. Maybe noticing that as we inhale, things expand. On exhale, things contract. And so an invitation now to place one hand, or actually maybe both hands in a triangle around your navel center, or maybe one hand on your low belly, the other on your upper chest, heart center. And then take a moment to notice, is your breath long? Is it smooth, or is your breath jagged? Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Or maybe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Or if it feels better for you, breathing in and out through your mouth. And from here, let's explore together a simple breathing exercise that research shows can help with pain management and anxiety. As you're ready, begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. When we lengthen our exhale, it is calming for our nervous system. And see if you can begin to smooth out your breath. Your inhales and your exhales are about the same duration and quality. At any point, if your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. That is the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. Our old friend, our breath. And so if you'd like to add a gentle swaying movement as you breathe in and as you breathe out, this gentle movement can be calming for our nervous system. And now see if you can add a quality of softness to your breath. So you might imagine that you're petting your favorite fur kid. Or maybe that you just tasted something delicious. And see if you can bring that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are too tight or knotted. Your breath is long and smooth and soft as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And just for a few more breaths, or as long as feels comfortable, I'd like to invite you to keep this simple, however not easy, breathing exercise flowing. At any point, if you notice your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. And you're bringing a gentle awareness to the sounds around you. So I can hear the sound of a dog barking off in the distance. I can hear the bird song of several birds that live in and around the neighborhood. A rooster. And maybe gentle, noticing the gentle tone of my voice. And bring your awareness in a loving way back to your breath. And so wherever you are in your breath cycle, let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm. Maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Drop your chin towards your chest and gradually blink your eyes open. And so we are falling awake, not asleep. Falling awake, not asleep. Notice, did you feel a subtle shift in your energy? And so in a way, our breath is the bridge that connects our body with our mind. And so release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, and wiggly fidgets again. So a little more vigorous. Shake your hands vigorously. So a friend of mine shared with me one day the idea of dance like a toddler. They don't care who's watching. And so let's repose. Make sure your feet are placed evenly on the floor or on your footrests. Sits bones are sharp on the chair. Our spine is long, front body is soft. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then from here, we'll come into a gentle warm up for our neck and our shoulders. And so let's begin this simple neck rolls. See if you can resist the urge to move your head to its full range of motion. And then move your head in the other direction. Move your head up and down as if nodding yes. On inhale, look up, and then drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, look up, drop your chin towards your chest. Bring your head back center. Turn your gaze looking over your shoulder. Pause and then visualize moving your chin up and down slightly. Move your head back through center and then turn your gaze looking over your other shoulder. Pause. Imagine moving your chin up and down slightly. Bring your head back center. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side if you'd like, and it's available to you. And then pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. Release your arm back down. Head comes back center. Bring your hand palm face up at your heart center. So we'll repeat this movement 3 more times on the same side. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up to the sky. Avoid collapsing forward. Float your arm back down. Head comes back center, palm face up at the heart center. When you're ready, drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up to the sky. So not forcing the movement, but allowing it to happen. Slowly, we'll meet back at center. So an invitation one more time in your own time and rhythm to repeat the movement. And so of course I'm here if you need or would like a visual. Finish up the movement that you're on, take a moment, and we'll begin on the other side. So whatever we do on one side, we do on the other if possible. And so drop your chin towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Palm face up and release. So Michelle, hi everyone. I just have my iPad let me know that that there isn't a lot of charge left. I thought for sure that I'd charged it last night, but so the class might be a little shorter today. And so just giving you the heads up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, so drop your ear towards your shoulder, release your opposite arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand, reach up to the sky. And slowly come out of the movement. Palm face up at the heart, release your hand. One last time in your own time and rhythm. And so my hope for you is that you become your own yoga teacher, that you develop a home practice. Finish up the movement that you're on. Release both arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees and take a moment to notice how's your breath. Notice any subtle sensations. Trust that the sensations are there. It's not going to be a rocket ship across the sky. And so moving on, let's repose, maybe shifting your weight from side to side, move the buttock flesh away from your sits bones. Make sure your feet are planted firmly on the earth, not in the air. Spine is long, front body is soft. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then when you're ready, an invitation to bring your hands together in prayer pose at your heart center if this is easy for you. Otherwise, it might be a placing your hands on your Buddha belly to feel a little more comfortable, grounding. And then on your next inhale, extend your arms out and away. And bring your back together at your heart center, bowing your head to your heart or your Buddha belly. And so this is called sun breath, so keeping this gentle heart opener flowing. I'd like to invite you to imagine the sun at your heart center. So sun is yang. So sun at our heart center, and it inhales as you extend your arms away from you. Imagine the radiant light of the sun all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside. So it's a symbol of the light that's always inside us. Inhale. And then if you'd like, joining me in making a humming sound like a bumblebee. I was watching a bumblebee on one of my flowers earlier. So you might notice when you make this humming sound, it lengthens. And now an invitation as you extend your arms out, spread your fingers wide. So if you have arthritis in your hands, this can help minimize the stiffness and the pain. And then making soft fists, bring your hands back to your heart center, your Buddha belly. Inhale. And this time, maybe making the sound Om if you'd like, or continuing with the humming. Om. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And maybe taking a moment to notice or feel the rise and fall of your belly. And so let's begin to bend our spine. So swaying, so you can imagine a gentle breeze, a tree in the wind. And come on back to a neutral spine. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, take an inhale through your nose unless you're congested. And then on your exhale, see if you can draw your sits bones towards each other. And release. Did you feel a subtle shift? So you might have felt a little lift, pull. And so some of the students that I can see are nodding yes. And so it might be so subtle that it's only apparent to you. And so I'm going to take a moment to segue into a little piece of writing from Anam Cara. So Anam Cara means friend. And this little book is by John O'Donoghue. And so there is a voice within you that no one, not even you, has ever heard. Give yourself the opportunity of silence and begin to develop your listening in order to hear deep within yourself the music of your own spirit. So I'll read it one more time. There is a voice within you that no one, not even you, has ever heard. Give yourself the opportunity of silence and begin to develop your listening in order to hear deep within yourself the music of your own spirit. And so let's continue with a few more movements of the spine, and then we'll transition into your final relaxation. So I like to think of it as the dessert part. And so when you're ready, with your hands resting on your thighs or your knees, drop your chin towards your chest. Let your shoulders round towards your front body, and then round your, your spine. And then on inhale, come back to neutral spine. So if you'd like to slide your hands across your thighs as you're doing this movement, this can help increase our proprioceptive awareness. So knowing where our body is in relation to space. When you're ready, drop your chin towards your chest. Let your shoulders round towards your front body. Round your whole spine. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And so just a few more times in your own time and rhythm, moving with your breath. And so move in a way that feels natural for you. So natural that your movements and your breath become one. Finish up the movement that you're on. Release your arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And take a moment to let your belly soften. The breath is quiet. And then an invitation is available to you to bring your hands together at your heart center. And I'd like to share a version of a seated twist today that maybe I haven't shared before, I'm not sure. But so it might be that you visualize a movement. So imagination is powerful. So when you're ready, hands in prayer pose, bring your elbow down to your thigh. So you might have something on your leg that elevates things a bit for you. Lift your elbow up and then gaze up towards the sky if this doesn't create tension in your neck. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way back, center, and we'll repeat on the other side. So bring your elbow point down to your thigh, lift your opposite elbow, gazing up at the sky, or it might be gaze on the horizon or down lower if that feels better for your neck. And then come on back, center. Release your arms by your side. Spiral your palms open on inhale, reach up into mountain pose. So it might be that your arms are in front of you, maybe along your ears, maybe in gold pose or goddess. And then hands come together, maybe in prayer down through the left. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And then an invitation to breathe in between your hands. Place one hand in whichever armpit you'd like. Take a hold of your opposite shoulder. Bow your head to your heart, round your spine. And notice how it feels to have your hands in this position. And release. Then come seated back in your chair comfortably to come into your final relaxation. And so I only have a few minutes left on my iPad. So it's the yoga practice is not about packing in a whole bunch of stuff. The intention that we set at the beginning of the class is what matters. So it might be just a few poses, whatever piece, as long as it's done with intention, I think is a really powerful practice. And so shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. Close your eyes, softly focused inward. If that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. So if you're wearing glasses, you might want to remove your glasses for a moment or two. Soft Buddha belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. The soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pose. Relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows, wide forehead. Silently, if you'd like, on inhale, say left. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. If it's challenging to quiet the mind, sometimes placing our hands on our Buddha belly, bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. Without changing anything, bring your awareness back to your breath. Thank your body again. So our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs. Come on up, seated comfortably to finish your practice. Thank you. Bring the intention you set at the beginning of the practice back to mind, and then let it go. Thank you to Michelle, my tech gal, and the Disability Foundation ConnecTra for giving us this opportunity to share this time together. And so yoga, India's gift to the West. So the teacher in me appreciates the teacher in each of you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Questions or feedback, love to hear from you always. That said, who knows when I'll get cut off here, but I'm going to move in a little closer. So I wouldn't mind some feedback about teaching outdoors, and were there too many distractions with the Cessnas and the roosters? And
it was lovely outside. I really liked it.
good.